Penguin presents The Autograph Man by Zadie Smith. Read by Ben Barnes. Prologue. Zohar, the wrestling match. He has the ability to imagine himself a minor incident in the lives of others. It is not an abstract thing. Alex Lee Tandem would not quite know what you meant by abstract. He's 12. He simply knows that if he imagines swimming in the sea, well, most children will think immediately of the cinematic shark below them. Alex, in his mind, is with the lifeguard. He can see himself as that smudge on the horizon, his head mistaken for a bobbing buoy, his wild arms hidden by the roll of the surf. He can see the lifeguard, a bronzed and languid American, standing on the sand with his arms folded, deciding there's nothing out there. Alex sees the lifeguard wander off down the beach in search of those half-bare German girls from yesterday and a cold drink. The lifeguard buys a Coke from a passing vendor. The shark severs Alex's right calf from his body. The lifeguard sidles up to Tanya, the pretty one. The shark drags Alex in a bloody semicircle through the water. The lifeguard speaks kindly to her ugly friend with the flat chest, hoping for brownie points. Some vertebrae snap. "Did you see that? A seal," says Tanya, mistaking Alex's desperate hand for the turn of a glossy flipper. And then he's gone. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a seal? No, it's me, drowning! This is how things go for Alex Lee. He deals in a shorthand of experience, the TV version. He is one of this generation who watch themselves. Yahweh. Just now, he is in his father's car on a day trip. Overhead flies a plane, so low it looks as if it might worry the corrugated roofs of an industrial estate to the left. They are on a minor A road, in congestion, near an airport. To his right sits his father, Lee Jin, who is also his best friend. From the back seats, two boys flick an elastic band at his head for no reason. Now he leans forward out of their reach and puts his fleshy arm out of the passenger window. Can he really be seen from up there? Hello! The anorexic February trees stretch towards him on either side. In return, he offers an open hand to let the wind shuttle through his fingers. He catches a slick leaf round his thumb like a bandage. Ugh, 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 a rama! They're going to see a wrestling match. This is unusual. Alex is not a very social fellow. His spare time is spent either in front of the TV or accompanying his father to his surgery. He is perfectly content to skulk around the reception area speculating on who has what, while Dr. Tandem does whatever he does in the small room with the white door. Alex will take with him a book of crossword puzzles or a comic, and is always left alone, which is the way he likes it. Foot fungus, angina, the plague. He assigns these diseases willy-nilly to the simply bronchial or menopausal as they slump in the child-sized plastic chairs. No one ever notices him. He's just a boy, watching. It is like a TV show. Only in the past year he has become conspicuous. He has grown and filled. He's now soft-bellied, woman-hipped and sallow. His new glasses magnify the crescents of his eyes. Does he look more Chinese? His boyhood is falling away. People have started to fuss with him. Constantly he's being grabbed by the shoulder and asked idiotic questions by the elderly. If you are 12, suddenly everyone has an opinion about you, and the open air, and you and a good football game, and you versus the sporty red-cheeked boys of some godforsaken distant era. The consensus is that he should get out more. Alex has sensed that some kind of day trip, if not this particular day trip, was inevitable. A conversation between his parents, which he was not privy to, occurred 3 nights earlier, as Alex slept in a next-door room at the very edge of his bed, dreaming of cliffs and water. His mother, Sarah, sleepily lifted herself up on one elbow, waited for the drone of a plane to pass them by, and then said, "Lee, you know, maybe on Saturday we could just do something different with Al, instead of, this silly moping around you all the time. I mean, not that..." and this fading sentence concealed an old antagonism between them, for there's not always been enough space for Sarah in this adoring duo of father and son. Now that he is 12, his mother would like to see Alex, as she puts it, going up to the world, going into it, and, sort of engaging it, getting that vital interplay. Li Jin opens his eyes and groans. What is it she's reading these days that makes her speak to him like a self-help book in the middle of the night? His head hurts. It's 2 a.m. By now he should be stamping down the corridor in his underwear, yelling, heading for the guest bedroom. That used to be the routine, but he doesn't have time for all that anymore. Marital rows, street riots, barroom brawls, these seem to him now to be the great luxuries of modern life. You need time for that stuff, for the fighting, for the making up. Although he has told no one, Li Jin has lost this luxury. He can't risk the escalation. He simply doesn't have the time. And he has been surprised to discover that when you subtract the rows, what you are left with is love, a huge amount of it, leaking out of you. Now he plumps a pillow and moves closer to his wife, signifying agreement. It is a sort of gift. But wait, there's more. He kisses her fingertips and puts his throbbing head in her hands. Yahweh. So just now a plane is flying overhead, and Alex Lee is imagining what he looks like from 10,000 feet. He is on his way to watch a wrestling match with his father and 2 acquaintances, Mark Rubinfine and Adam Jacobs. Rubinfine, 15, called Rubinfine by everybody, including his mother, is the son of Li Jin's accountant, Rubinfine. He is a tall and cunning kid, with a beauty spot on his cheek, and that permanent look about him that suggests it would take more than a man excreting gold to impress him. Li Jin is not sure whether he likes him, exactly. But when the idea of going to the wrestling was mooted at a dinner party, Rubinfine was there with his father, and so here he is now. The other one, Adam, 13, is a nice boy with a bit of a weight problem, which may or may not be the root cause of his niceness. He is black as peat, with curled hair tight on his scalp, and eyes so dark the pupil and iris have merged. Though these 3 boys have known each other for years, they do not go to the same school, and they are not the best of friends. Their connection is Heder, which they all attend in a local community centre, funded by the synagogue. Li Jin was rather worried that this day trip might appear somewhat manufactured, but they seem fine. There's lots of talking. But what are they talking about? References to programs he's never watched, songs he's never heard, films that came and went without him noticing. It is as if there is some high-pitched frequency in the everyday life of his son, which Li Jin is tuned into only once a year at Christmas, when he is told to go and buy the bright plastic merchandise which accompanies these mysterious entertainments. "No, but if you listen," Alex pleads, thumping the glove box, "I'm actually talking about the Coming Home episode when Kellis found out about his what's it called, his bionic features." "But that's not the Coming Home episode," says Adam. "That's a completely different episode with the bionic thingy." "Don't thump the glove box," says Li Jin. "Once again," says Rubinfine with a sigh, digging at the wax in his ears with a crooked finger, "you are all talking out of the wrong ugging hole." The heated artificial air steams up the windows. Li Jin turns on the radio and is rewarded by white noise, soundtrack to his headache. With a fingertip, Alex begins to trace triangles in the condensation of a window. Adam's chubby, exposed thighs stick to the plastic seats. Rubinfine is getting those random erections that are oddly insistent even though they have no cause, nowhere to go. He shifts slightly and rearranges. Yahweh. There's an exodus going on, out of living rooms and into the world. Fathers and their boys are on the move. Alex has spotted other cars with boys in them, pressing their laminated posters for the match, big, red with gold lettering like Bibles, up against the windows. Sometimes Rubinfine will mime a choking hold, and the boy in the next car will pretend to be strangled. All of this is unprecedented. There is not a thing that will move them from their Saturday morning TV usually, not a bloody thing, forget it. TV would have to pull itself from its socket and request that Adam and Rubinfine and Alex follow it now. "Now, you little ugging freaks," it would have to insult them. "Now I need you now, you gaylords." and then waddle out into the open air on its awkward wooden legs. Of course, this is what has actually happened.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?